Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nadia, and as the title says it all, today I am following a Debasree Banerjee makeup look, and this is the look, guys. So this is the first time I've ever done something like this, so I'm really nervous in shooting this, but I think it is turned out pretty okay, I guess, and I really love the look. I love that gold in the middle, and as she said in the end of her video that you can do that with literally any color on the other side. Like when she said the emerald green, I was like, oh my god, I have to try the emerald green and gold together because that is like my favorite color. So without any further ado, let's get into the video where I try to follow her, and hopefully you like this video, and if you do, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. That's my dog going berserk, so I'm gonna leave and get you to the video. Bye. So she's on, and really excuse me if I'm going to look on this side because I have my iPad here where I can watch her. So let's get started. So she is using the Clinique Moisture Surge, and so I have the same product and I will use that as well. She says she really likes it as well because it does moisturize her skin really well. So I said, since I own it as well, and I can also swear by this product, you know, why not use it? Next, I think she uses the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance.
Next, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance cream.
That's the one.
Adds a beautiful luminous sheen.
So she says it really adds a beautiful luminous sheen to the skin. I did own this, but I never really ever used it because I was a bit afraid. I don't know, maybe I did try using this once and I did break out. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hopefully I don't break out using this. But I've just taken a tiny amount like so, and just gonna put that all over my face because she does put it all over her face. So after she's done with that, she's using some Bobbi Brown lip balm, which I do not own. So I'm just going to use the Sephora Coconut Lip Balm because we are going to use a matte lipstick, as she says, and for that she wants the lips nice and moisturized. To the brows, so she's using the Benefit Brow Zing. And anyway, but I'm in the shade dark. I have this old one, so I'm going to quickly do my brows.
Then I use the Benefit Give Me Brow Gel.
I have the same product, the Benefit Give Me Brow. So she's just going to use that to keep her brows in place. So I'm just going to do the same.
So I'm using the PAC eyeshadow primer. I applied that generously.
So she's using the PAC eyeshadow primer, which I do not own. I own the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer portion, which is this. So I will be using that as my eyeshadow primer. So she's using this Nelf gel eyeliner in gold, which I do not own. So I am going to use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm going to take the shade 24K, which is this one here, and I'm going to use that with some Fix Plus, and she is using her finger to put that on her eyes. So I'm gonna use my finger to do the same. I'm gonna zoom you in on that so you can get a slightly closer look as to what I am doing. Well, let's get started. Now I'm really nervous, guys. Anyway, so I'm going to use my finger Let me see. She uses her middle finger, which is going to be even more difficult for me. But I'm just going to spray some Fix Plus on my finger, and I'm going to pick up the 24 karat gold shadow. That's so. And I'm going
just
to
using
follow
my middle
her.
finger to do this, and I'm patting this onto the center of my eyelid.
So she's doing that in the center of her eyelid.
Use a small sized flat brush to do this, but I prefer using my finger because the warmth of my finger really helps in blending the gel liner well. Next,
Okay. Nervous. Okay, let me press play and see.
Shadow palette at the moment.
So she's using the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly. I do not own that palette either, so I'm again going to use the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, which is this one, and I think it's kind of similar in a little way, but at the same time it's different. But we will just go with the flow and let's see what happens. So she's taking the shade
Modern Renaissance palette. I'm using the shade Raw Sienna as.
So she's taking the shade burnt sienna, and so I am going to take the shade sandalwood, which is this, which is kind of the closest color, I think, to what she has, and she's kind of just putting that in as her transition shade. So that's what I'm going to do.
Raw Sienna as a transition shade, and I'm applying that onto the crease using a big fluffy eyeshadow blending brush.
So next she's taking the shade called Burnt Orange, and for that I will use the shade Henna from the palette, from the Rose Gold palette, and she's just kind of putting that into the outer corner.
I'm applying that onto the outer corner of my eyelids and also onto the inner corner.
So she's kind of going in like rough circular motions on the outer corner. Oh my god, that's a bit too much, I think. And she said she's taking like this really small pencil brush. I'm gonna go in again with the color Henna and do what she's doing now.
Shadow. So as you can tell, I'm doing a back and forth motion, and I'm applying that right next to the golden shade. So this is kind of like a halo eye.
So I think that's all right now. I think. So she's taking like this shade to highlight the inner corners of her eyes. Now I don't have that from the palette, so I'm going to use my highlighter. I'm going to use my highlighter, the Too Faced Candlelight Glow highlighter, to do that for the inner corners of my eye. She's got a more white shade going on. This is
done with the eyes. Now it's just time to curl my lashes, followed by apply.
Alright, so she's curling her lashes, which I will do too.
My favorite, you guessed it, is the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Mascara. I like the waterproof one because it really...
Okay, so she's using Falsies Push Up Mascara by Maybelline, which I do not own, so I'm going to use the Benefit Bad Girl Lash. It's a mini size, which I bought in a little travel kit. So yeah, I'm going to use that one. So as you know, I'm not a fan of gel eyeliners or any eyeliners. I'm just gonna use the Kajal stick by Lakme in the lower waterline. I really love this Lakme Kajal stick, because you can even use that as a full eyeshadow if you're doing like a black smoky eye, and it's really nice. Up her bottom lashes.
My lower lashes as well. Next,
so I will touch up my lower lash. So next she's going for a foundation by Nykaa, the Skin Genius foundation, which I do not own. So I am going to use the Maybelline Matte and Poreless the Fit Me foundation, and in the shade 230. It's natural buff, so I'm gonna use that. And she basically just takes the product and puts it all over her face, which I'm not going to do, and I'm very nervous to do that. I'll just take some product on my hand and I will use my fingers and pat that everywhere in my skin. And
this a lot.
And she's kind of using like
it works
these
beautifully.
fingers.
I like to apply it directly from the bottle onto my face and then use my hands to kind of like spread it all over my face, and
so
then
she's
use
really
like
spreading it like the whole thing with her hands, which I have never done.
on my skin, so I like using like a very gentle patting motion to blend my foundation. This is the YBP sponge. And also, while you're blending your foundation next to the eyeshadow, you can use the foundation to kind of like shape the eyeshadow the way you want it. So I wanted this to be a very rounded one, so I kind of like used the tip of the sponge.
Okay, so she's like dragged this out. I don't know if that's right, but it seems okay. She's dragged this out.
Clean it. Next, I'm going to take the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Tool.
So I don't own the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Tool. I am going to use the Shiseido Sheer Eye Zone Corrector as the highlighter under the eye. So what she's done is she's like tapped that kind of like that, I guess. Tap 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 tap.
The highlight underneath my eyes, on my forehead, on my nose as well, and then I'm just going to take a brush and blend it all in.
So
the matte mineralized skin finish powder in.
So she takes the matte mineralized skin finish powder. I have the same, but mine is it's loose powder, so I'm gonna use that. A small fluffy brush, looks like that, and then she's using that to set the under eyes. So
the shade medium plus, and I'm just using that everywhere that we applied the highlighter shade.
So now she's using this Nacho contour palette, which again I don't own. I own something similar, which is called the Makeup Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit. This is in the light to medium. So as she does,
you guys, I'm sure have seen it countless times.
She's kind of
really
faking
like how this works on my skin tone, and I'm using this NYX Dual Fiber brush. A lot of you asked me which brush this was. This is the NYX Dual Fiber brush in number 08, and I just took my time to blend this. Applied that right where the tip of my ear is, towards the corner of my lips.
That's what I'm doing.
Next, I just applied.
And then she's taking this Lakme Absolute Moonlight highlighter, which again I don't have, so I'm going to use the Too Faced Candlelight Glow, and I'm using that, and she's just using that to kind of
highlighter to add a little bit of warmth.
To add a little bit of warmth, as she says.
Followed by applying highlighter. This is the Estee Lauder X Victoria Beckham
for the
highlighter
again, I'm going with the same, and I'm going with the lighter shade in that.
It's
We're just going to. she was using this color which I don't have, and I am going to use the shade by Huda Beauty called Icon.
To set everything, I'm using the Wet n Wild setting spray.
Sorry. So to set everything, I'm using the Urban Decay All Night setting spray, which is this, and I think we are done, but I don't know if it's as close to as Debasree.
Really like this, by the way.
But
and here it is. This is the finished look.
I'm going to show you the finished look. That's the final look. I hope it's similar to Debasree.